Hi Rochelle, so I want to thank you so much for your patience with your order as I've been sick, my daughter has been sick, it's been one thing after the other. And I do work full-time away from home, outside the home, so corporate job, so it is rough. So yeah, it's been a little, so I've gotten delayed with my readings. So I'm going to do your reading here. It says that you want to know, let's see, you sent me the information. Okay, so I don't think you gave me any information on the person or initial, but that's okay. I don't need it. I just need your name. I do the readings. Let's see. You've been seeing number 33. Okay, so this is an ex-love reading. So let's see what we've got. Praying to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, I pray to you in this moment for protection in the name of God and the angels, that I'm able to see clearly in this reading for Rochelle. Archangel Raziel, I pray that you provide me with vision and clarity so I can see clearly in this moment for this ex-love reading. And if the person that she's asking will come back to her. Okay, and let's go ahead and pull here from my other deck. And I got the Witch. Interesting. So the Witch has to do with magic. Either you need to do magic to help your situation, or it could be also that there may be something, someone has done some sort of magic on the situation that you're asking about. Maybe your ex or the relationship that you had. Okay, so I'm shuffling the Lenormand. I'm going to pull two here from an opening message. And I got the Owl, which is all about conversation, and I got the Moon. So the Owl is a representation of, it has to do with conversation. It has to do with some sort of communication. And the Moon is night. So there may be some sort of communication coming your way that you may hear that may involve the evening or the nighttime. So you may hear from him in that time, in the evening or at nighttime. And then I have Progress, which is all about moving forward. It's about agility and progress, is what we're seeing here. Is what I'm getting. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from another deck. Let's do crystal cards. We're going to jump right into the reading. And I got Rebirth, which I like that card for this reading. So there may be some sort of a rebirth coming in for you. So you may have some sort of rebirth that may come forward, that may come your way. Okay. All right. So let's jump right into the reading. And I'm going to open it here, the ex-love. Okay. So let's see. So there's a chance of him and you coming together, I feel, based on this card. But let's look at the reading now and see what other messages we've got. There is a need to do some magic on this, I feel. And the Progress is movement, and we have the Rebirth card. So let's go ahead and see. So the first card is energy around the relationship now, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. I like that. So the aces are always new beginnings. So you both are going through a new phase. You both are starting out a new phase in your life right now. So that is showing up here for you. That there is something new coming for you. So there is definitely something new here, okay, for you and for him. I feel like there is a new door that's opening with that. Let me pull another card. I'm gonna pull a Norman, and I got the Man. So he's kind of like working on something here. So there's a lot of work happening behind the scenes. I don't know if you are doing any kind of ritual or anything like that, or prayer or anything, but I do see that there is something of like a new beginning, like a new cycle that looks good. And then we have current blockage, and I have the Nine of Pentacles. The blockage I see could be financial, for sure. I'm seeing money as a concern here, as it could be a worry. It can also represent a woman. I'm seeing a woman in this card, and I got the Rider, so it could be some new person that has entered his life, or a new situation that has entered his life. And I got the Thinker. I just want to add more information. So the Thinker has to do with like researching something, a new person, a new situation that has come up, and it's involving money and career. So that could be the new blockage, is that new person or that new situation, is what I'm getting. Okay. What can you do to improve the current issue? And it's the Eight of Pentacles, and it's to really, this card talks about working hard at something, so it can represent that energy of working at something, you know, really you know, dedicating time to a situation. So that's what this card is representing. What can you do to improve the current issue is to continue to work on something. Continue to work on what you want with this relationship, I feel. Is going to be important. And we have the Ring, which is compromise. So this could be kind of coming to an agreement with something that you want. This could be coming to terms with something. Here is what I am getting. Okay. So that is showing up here. Hidden influence is the Star. And the hidden influence is that there is hope for the relationship to come together. The Star is a very positive card. It's a card of hope. It's a card of positivity, answered prayers, celestial help. And you can see her direct link with heaven here, with the celestial realm. And there's a lot of light here. So I feel like the hidden influence here is definitely that you maybe don't feel it or can't really see that there is a huge blessing on the way or miracle, and there is something positive coming to help you. There is some sort of blessing on the way that is coming to you. So that is what this is showing, that there is something good here in the cards coming for you. Advice is the Four of Swords. And this is talking about the advice, and the advice is to rest, to take a step back, okay? You don't want to obsess about it either. You want to take a step back for sure, but you don't want to, like I said, obsess. And work on healing yourself and the relationship. You know, you can do prayer work, spiritual work on this, and that's what I am seeing. Okay, so that is coming up here as well. All right, and then we're gonna go with the next one, and it is 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so the advice is to really take a step back and not force anything. Work on yourself, work on healing, know that you are protected. The next 90 days is what you want to do, right? 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's the advice. Next 90 days is the Page of Swords. So there is some sort of like gossip energy here with this card. There may be somebody that doesn't have good intention around the relationship between you and him, or you and your ex. And so there's some sort of information that you may hear, and it may not be completely accurate. So you maybe want to be careful with that, okay, in the next 3 months. Because I feel like there won't be all the information that you are thinking, is what I'm seeing. All right, and we're going to go to the next one, and it's the long-term possibility, and I got Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like he's turning the back here because of finances. There's something with money and career showing up as like a priority for him right now. So there may be something here that's priority, or may be a priority, and that's showing up here as the long-term possibility. He may come back, but I feel like his biggest thing right now is making money. Maybe he's working a lot of hours, maybe he's trying to pay debt, but there is something here with finances. And I got the card of the Star. So, you know, I feel like he's going to try to reconnect. The Star is all about connecting, networking, you know, online. Maybe online on Facebook or something, you're going to hear something about him. And then the next card I have is, are they with someone else? And I got the 6 of Wands. So I got no. I don't feel like he may not. And if he is, he isn't really connected with this person. I feel like there isn't really a deep connection here. I feel like he wants to be on his own right now. I don't really feel him in love with anybody else. So I'm not getting anything in that regard. And if he is with somebody, it's nothing that he feels in love with the person. Important symbols in the near future, I got the Hangman. So they're showing me a standstill with this card. So it could be that things are going to take time. There is a bit of a standstill. There's a bit of a waiting period. There's a bit of a need to wait. Maybe, I don't know how long you have been waiting, but there's a need to wait for something to come through. Because I feel like, again, there is a standstill here. All right, I'm here drinking a little bit of water. Okay, and then important symbols in the near future, I think we did, right? Yeah, so it's talking also about like a year period, 12. So something may happen within 12 weeks, 12 months is what I'm getting. There's a cycle of 12, okay? Will they come back? And I got death on this one and rebirth. So possibly because of this card being a rebirth card, and we saw rebirth in the beginning. So yes, but death is about transformation. So he may come to you again in a time where things are different and transformed for you a lot. So that's what I am picking up with that. outcome here is the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. So I'm not getting a strong yes for him to come back. I'm getting more of a possibility, but it's not a high possibility. So I don't want to tell you, oh, he's really going to come back, because I'm not really seeing it and feeling it in the cards. I'm feeling like a possibility, but I'm getting that he isn't, like, it doesn't show like a high, like a grand possibility. I feel like it's going to be, if he does, I don't feel like it's going to move forward in a relationship. It may be just like a communication that you may have with him, but it may not be like a reconciliation, if that makes sense. It may be just a conversation, a connection, a friendship that you may reestablish, but I'm not really seeing a rekindling. I feel like there's a lot of past pain, a lot of past hurts, a lot of things that happened in the past that really have brought a lot of hurt and pain for you both. And that's what I'm getting, okay? That's what I'm getting with this. So, and then, you know, there is something you may feel, okay, this card here, or he may feel, either you or him may feel like you can't move forward with something, and in reality you can. It's just you're being your own worst enemy, as they say. Or this could be him. Maybe he thinks he needs to do something in order to be in a relationship, and in reality he can, but he's just making himself, or making blockages for himself. So there may be something here that he thinks he can't do, but in reality he can, if that makes sense. So I do feel like it's going to work out in the sense of him maturing. I feel like there's something that isn't in balance with him, and he's maybe even having some issues with himself, self-issues, self-esteem. You know, it could be things with money. It could be trauma from his past. And he's really not wanting to put time and effort into love, romance in his life. But I feel all in all that, to me, I'm getting like, it's a something from his past, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting, and it's hindering him. It's more like a trauma. It could be something from his family, his upbringing or something, but it is showing here. So I'm going to ask, will you and him come back? And I'm getting, there's going to be a shift in energy for the better, but I feel like still it's not showing me love cards. So I'm not getting a complete yes. Things will improve. You will feel better about this, but I feel like there's a lot of issues right now, and it's more him and his mind. I got the thinker is more of his mentality, and he may be upset about something, and he's just not wanting to move forward. Okay, but it's more of it's kind of saying to me a possibility. There's still hope. I'm not going to say there isn't, because there always is hope in everything, because the cards were not horribly saying no, but they were kind of like a 50-50. So that's what I'm getting with that. Okay. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading and it brought you clarity. And I feel like something really good is coming for you. Like you may be meeting someone through a friend or friendship, and look, 4 of Wands, that's going to be a beautiful connection that you're going to have. It may happen this year for you, maybe in the summertime. So that's what I'm feeling. So try to remain open-minded to that option or that possibility. All right. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Angel blessings. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to message me. Angel blessings.